Buckle up for a thrilling ride as we explore the top Royal Enfields to buy in 2025. I'm so excited you're here because we're about to dive into the most anticipated motorcycle lineup of the year, and you won't want to miss a single detail. So, if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe right now to stay updated on everything Royal Enfield and beyond. From brand new engines to upgraded gearboxes, there are some serious developments on the horizon. No more waiting around. We're jumping straight into the machines that are set to steal the show in 2025. Let's kick things off with the Royal Enfield Scram 440, which has been the talk of the town ever since it was unveiled. Although the official pricing is set to be revealed sometime in early 2025, we already know plenty about its specs. The Scram 440 houses a 443cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing 25.4 bhp at 6,250 RPMs and a torque figure of 34 Nm at 4,000 RPM. Compared to its predecessor, the Scram 411, the new version sees about a 4.5 increase in power and a 6.5 increase in torque. That means quicker acceleration, more low-end grunt, and better all-around performance. Perhaps one of the most exciting changes is the 6-speed gearbox, which replaces the older 5-speed unit. Royal Enfield didn't just tack on extra gear, they also refined the clutch, making it lighter and smoother to operate. If you love the Scram style but felt it could use a touch more pep, this might be your dream machine. Keep watching, because later on we'll get into how this new Scram compares to some of the bigger twin-cylinder cousins that Royal Enfield has in the pipeline. Now, for those who enjoy a timeless design rooted in the brand's heritage, the classic 650 is absolutely something to watch. Unveiled on an international stage, this bike stays true to the Royal Enfield ethos. It's simple, robust, and designed for real-world riding conditions. The classic 650 has a removable pillion saddle for riders who love the solo seat aesthetic but sometimes need that extra passenger spot. Built on a steel tubular spine frame and fitted with 43mm telescopic front forks, plus rear twin shock absorbers, the bike is geared for a smooth, comfortable ride, whether you're city cruising or highway touring. Power comes from a 648cc parallel twin engine, pushing out 46.4 bhp at 7,250 RPM and 52.3 Nm of torque at 5,650 RPM. There's also a 6-speed gearbox with a slip assist clutch, which does wonders for seamless gear changes. When we get further into the video, we'll talk more about how the classic 650's modern updates, like its disc brakes and retro yet contemporary styling, could make it the go-to option for those seeking a balance of old-school charm and new-age performance. If you're eager for raw authenticity, the Royal Enfield Bullet 650 is poised to be the most budget-friendly in the 650 lineup. Yet it won't skimp on the essential features that Bullet fans adore. Expect a classic analog instrument cluster, the unmistakable LED Tiger lights, and a straightforward single seat. Royal Enfield is even throwing in a USB charging port, making it easier for riders to stay connected on the go. Dual-channel ABS comes standard, giving you a layer of confidence in your braking performance. The highlight here is definitely the no-frills approach. If you want a bike that's all about the riding experience rather than the bells and whistles, this is going to be your pick. But keep watching, because in just a moment we're going to delve into some of the new bigger twins that promise to shake up the entire 650 to 700cc market. Speaking of those bigger twins, it's worth mentioning the Continental GT 750 and Interceptor 750, which mark Royal Enfield's first foray into a liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. This is huge news, and if you're enjoying the scoop so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have a ton of exciting details to reveal in the rest of this countdown. The upcoming 750 models are rumored to come with a significant power boost over the existing 650 range, plus some advanced features like a modern digital TFT display, twin disc brakes up front, and possibly integrated navigation. There's a lot more to say about these new 750cc machines, so keep watching if you want the full story on how Royal Enfield is evolving from classic roadsters into something far more innovative. Let's dive deeper into the Continental GT 750. If you're a fan of the cafe racer style, this might well be your dream come true. The GT750 is expected to pack a newly developed 750cc liquid-cooled parallel twin that should offer more top-end grunt and improved performance at higher revs. While exact horsepower figures aren't public yet, rumors suggest it'll surpass the 47 bhp mark of the current 650 engine, edging closer to 50 or 55 bhp. One major point of excitement is the introduction of twin front disc brakes, which should drastically improve stopping power and complement the bike's sportier stance. Alongside that, Royal Enfield is said to be outfitting this model with a modern TFT screen that might include turn-by-turn navigation. Right alongside it is the Interceptor 750, building on the already massive success of the Interceptor 650, but taking it up another notch. Think of the Interceptor 750 as the perfect all-rounder. It'll have the same new 750cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, offering comfortable cruising around town while retaining the torque to handle highway stretches with ease. The design language should remain tastefully retro, featuring that familiar teardrop fuel tank and wide handlebars. However, you can expect modern touches. Again, twin disc brakes in the front for robust stopping, possibly a beefed-up frame to accommodate the extra power, and the same rumored TFT display that might make navigation a breeze. It's also likely that the Continental GT 750, the Interceptor 750, will come with advanced traction control or rider aids. Nothing too over the top, but enough to provide that extra layer of safety. Now, let's steer off the tarmac for a moment and look at the Royal Enfield Himalayan 750. Rumored to be a big leap forward from the 411 and 450 versions that we've seen or heard about. According to recent spy shots, this new Himalayan is going to be tailor-made for longer tours and serious off-road adventures. Expect a 750cc twin-cylinder engine, probably sharing the same architecture as the Continental GT 750 and Interceptor 750, but tuned more for low-end torque to handle those steep climbs and muddy trails. The chassis is reportedly getting a thorough redesign, with chunkier front forks, maybe even USD forks, and a reworked twin shocker set up in the rear. If you thought the current Himalayan's off-road credibility was already impressive, this new model could take it to an entirely different level. Imagine tackling remote mountain passes or cross-country trips with plenty of power in reserve. Royal Enfield is said to be adding riding modes and other advanced aids, plus a twin exhaust that not only adds a muscular vibe but might also improve exhaust flow and performance. For riders looking for something a bit more compact but still robust, keep an eye on the Himalayan 650. The whispers around this bike suggest a sweet spot of power, torque, and touring capability that's easier to manage than the big 750. Spy shots indicate a larger fuel tank than the standard Himalayan, split seats for comfort on longer journeys, and possibly the same Google Maps-based turn-by-turn navigation integrated into a TFT dash. One of Royal Enfield's biggest leaps into modern tech. If you're worried about the Himalayan 750 being too large or too tall, the 650 variant could offer a smoother transition into the world of mid-range adventure bikes, bridging the gap between the classic single-cylinder Himalayan and the brand-new bigger twin. One rumored addition that has enthusiasts buzzing is the Scrambler 450. Built on a 450cc platform, this is meant to be Royal Enfield's lightweight, agile solution for riders who want a nimble machine, capable of light off-roading and spirited urban commutes. Though details remain scarce, rumor has it that the bike will feature advanced suspension, likely USD forks in the front and a monoshock in the rear, plus Scrambler-specific ergonomics like a high-mounted exhaust, wide handlebars, and a minimalistic seat. This model could launch in December 2025, placing it towards the end of the brand's big rollout. For fans of Scrambler styling who aren't keen on the heavier 650 or 750 machines, this 450 could be a game-changer. All of these developments are part of Royal Enfield's grand plan to offer a diverse array of motorcycles suited for every riding style. Whether you're into easygoing roadsters, classic cruisers, hardcore off-road adventures, or adrenaline-fueled cafe racers, the brand's 2025 lineup seems to have you covered. It's impossible not to get excited about how Royal Enfield is blending heritage, those unmistakable design cues that have been around for decades. with a real push into modernization, new chassis, liquid-cooled engines, digital displays, improved brakes, and better gearboxes. And it's not just about performance or specs, it's about giving riders more choice while holding on to that timeless Royal Enfield feel. The brand has built its reputation on being accessible and genuine, and these new models suggest they're not abandoning those roots. Instead, they're expanding in a way that stays true to their identity, but welcomes new technology and rider expectations. Imagine yourself riding a classic 650 around town, heads turning to admire that nostalgic silhouette, or taking a Himalayan 750 across state lines, conquering highways, dirt roads, and rocky trails with ease. Visualize a Continental GT 750 parked at your local cafe, exuding vintage swagger while loaded with modern hardware. The possibilities are endless. Another factor that sets Royal Enfield apart is how it manages to keep prices in a range that appeals to a broad spectrum of riders. Sure, the bigger twins will likely cost more than the standard 650 series, but historically, Royal Enfield has proven adept at hitting a sweet spot in the market, delivering value without feeling cheap. As we see more spy shots and some rumors become reality, the buzz will only grow. There's also a lot of speculation about possible collaborations, new colorways, and even more advanced tech creeping in. But no matter how the final specs shake out, one thing is for sure, Royal Enfield is on a mission to redefine its own legacy. There's something incredibly thrilling about watching a brand with deep historical roots continue to evolve in real time. It reminds us that while traditions are important, innovation keeps the spirit alive and thriving. So, which of these Royal Enfields are you looking forward to the most? With so many options, choosing one might just be the biggest challenge of all. And remember, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth dives into these upcoming releases as additional details surface.